It's just past 1 a.m. The night air hangs thick over the concrete compound, still humid, unnervingly quiet. Beyond the high walls and barbed wire, a dog barks once, then goes silent. Inside, everything is calm. Chickens rustle in their coop. A vegetable garden waits for morning light. In one of the bedrooms, Osama bin Laden lies asleep beside his youngest wife, Amal, with their toddler curled between them. He does not know that this is his last night alive. Moments from now, the low thrum of distant rotor blades will grow louder. Shadows will pass across the walls, and the quiet will be torn open by black steel and gunfire. But bin Laden's final thoughts aren't about death. They're about something else. A hard drive. Or, more specifically, what's on it. 3 terabytes of secrets. Messages, confessions, letters filled with paranoia, contradiction, and fear. These files hold the real story of how Al-Qaeda fell apart. Not from American bombs, but from within. What if I told you the man behind the most devastating terrorist attack in modern history spent his final years arguing over branding strategy, critiquing PR disasters, and begging his allies to stop killing civilians? This isn't just the story of how he died. It's about what he left behind. Because the files recovered in that Pakistani compound didn't just show where bin Laden had been hiding, they revealed what was really happening inside Al-Qaeda, and it wasn't what the world thought. Behind the image of a powerful global terror network was a crumbling, fractured organization, a confused leader trapped in his own past, fighting a war he was losing and didn't even understand anymore. The Navy SEALs who raided the compound had orders: be in and out in under 30 minutes. But when they reached bin Laden's bedroom and saw the stockpile of computers, thumb drives, and handwritten notes, they paused. This wasn't just a hideout, it was an archive. Thousands of files, years of communication, plans, regrets, arguments. The CIA acted quickly. They gathered every piece of digital evidence and rushed it back for analysis. Soon, Arabic linguists, codebreakers, and intelligence analysts were poring over the data. What they found was confusing. There was propaganda, but also memes, home videos, random news articles, and pornography, a lot of it. But beneath the noise was a gold mine. Nearly 100,000 documents, letters, and private notes written by bin Laden and his close circle. And they told a very different story than the one the world had been sold. To understand these files, we have to go back to the caves of Afghanistan in the 1980s. Osama bin Laden was the wealthy son of a Saudi construction magnate, but in the Soviet-Afghan War he found purpose. He funneled money to the Mujahideen, helped build tunnel networks in Tora Bora, and earned his reputation as a committed holy warrior. He named his group Al-Qaeda, Arabic for the base. It was meant to be a platform, a global brand for jihad. Ironically, in those early years, bin Laden and the CIA were both supporting the same side, the Afghan fighters, but that alliance didn't last. In the 1990s, bin Laden turned on America, first with words, then with bombs, and finally, on September 11, 2001, with 4 hijacked planes. He believed that striking the U.S. would shock it into retreat, that a single, symbolic blow would push American forces out of the Middle East. He imagined a Muslim uprising in its wake. Instead, he got a war. The U.S. responded with overwhelming force. Within weeks, it invaded Afghanistan. Al-Qaeda didn't see it coming. Letters recovered from bin Laden's archive show just how unprepared they were. He thought there would be airstrikes, maybe a few retaliations, but full-scale war? No plan, no strategy. In December 2001, as American bombs rained on Tora Bora, bin Laden scrambled to escape. Cold, hungry, shivering in the mountain caves, he wrote his will. But what did Osama bin Laden say in those final letters? What did he write to his children? See you in part 2, where we open the mind of a man who started a war and lost control of it.